Good evening, people. Good evening, good morning, good night. Hello. What is the difference between chivalry, and simping? Let's find out on It's Complicated, the channel. Site. That was so cringy.
How did chivalry go from being about medieval battle etiquette to serving women through courtship?
Men trying to get laid.
Yeah, that's the right answer right there.
Do you think we have a simping problem in this country, and if so, why?
There's definitely a simple problem in this country. Some people might call it a problem. Some people might be capitalizing off of it. It depends on your views.
Do you believe that chivalry is dead and feminism killed it?
I don't think that. I think feminism is just the equality of both the sexes. No, but yes, I do think it is dead.
Feminism, I think, is misunderstood in that it's women being treated equally. And I guess in a way that would destroy the traditional idea of chivalry in that instead of the man doing everything for the woman, they should do things for each other. It just seems fair.
Yeah.
You know, before, a woman wouldn't ask for it. A man would just do that, and that shows that he's a gentleman. Now, women are demanding these things. Like, you gotta take me out, you got to pay for the whole bill.
That means that I have all the power, and anything that I want, the dude has to do before he can get what I got going on here.
If you don't, you're not getting no ass. And it's like, it shouldn't be an agreement like that.
Men are typically expected to approach women, ask them out, pick them up, pay for dates, make the first move. What part of the current dating process isn't chivalry?
I'm not sure who expects those things because everyone I know, the women I know, they expect to pay 50-50 when they go out with someone new.
Really?
And yeah, chivalry isn't really a one-sided thing.
I just think that's just what you have to do as a man. Me as a woman, I'm not going to go up to no man and try to take a man out on a date.
How can chivalry be dead when simping is alive and well?
I don't believe that simping is alive and well.
I think it's a part of the etiquette standards that we were raised with that we don't really know the origins.
What's the difference between simping and chivalry?
I feel like the difference between chivalry is that a man is being a man and he's catering to like his woman and like trying to like get a girl.
It's just me, bro. But I just don't like when bitches say when a man's being a man, you need to be a man or something like that. A little part of me just like just so I get Tourette's or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't like this shit because half these bitches don't be women. They don't be. I'm cool.
Girl, and I feel like simping is kind of just like they're super desperate.
The difference between simping and chivalry is chivalry is manners. Chivalry is how well you were raised.
You can say he's being a gentleman, but being a man, I don't know.
To be mannerable towards people and people of the opposite sex. I think simping is where you get taken advantage of because of that very reason.
If men are taught to give women preferential treatment and women are taught to expect preferential treatment, how is that not simping?
Because there's a difference. There's a role between a woman and there's a role between a man. And I still believe in the traditional, like, 1960s, like the woman stays home and with the kids and raises it and the man provides.
What does feminine chivalry look like?
Feminine chivalry looks like she'll take you out on a date sometimes. Or
she'll
she's
cook
bringing
for
things
you.
to the table. She might not take out the trash.
Let's see. She'll cook for you. She'll clean. She'll take care of the kids while you work. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that. And like, hey, fellas, if you open the door for her and she like goes in and opens the door like through the inside for you, she the one. See my girl? She the one.
She might cook you a meal. And I think
that's really mean to hit, though.
That goes hand in hand. Like,
and just showing love is being there for them.
How do modern women typically respond if you ask them to make you a sandwich?
Modern women, some women will tell you to go do it yourself, or I'm not your mom.
They would go on about how you're misogynist and how you're abusive and all that stuff.
Even if women did cook and clean, which they already do for themselves anyway, why would that be a fair trade for the sacrifices men are expected to make?
Traditionalism.
I think it's unfair to just use the example of cooking and cleaning because women do a lot more. If you're a wife or, a mother, there's a lot to do within that.
All right, so
I don't think it's a fair trade. There's always going to be more pressure on the man to provide, to keep his job, to basically hold the world on his shoulders. It's not a fair trade at all. It never will.
It's not. Yeah. Facts.
Why would
yeah.
women appreciate the sacrifices men make if men are going to continue making those sacrifices regardless?
Exactly. That is a great one right there.
I think that women are never going to appreciate it the same way that it has ever been appreciated, simply because now they're being conditioned to believe that they're entitled to it simply because they're a woman.
You see, and that goes back into the simping. Some guys like they're not even man enough to be like to have their own
opinion.
I don't want to say confidence, but
to say stuff,
at least respect for yourself.
To speak up for you. Exactly.
If a woman turns you down, you go to the next one. The thing about these simps is that they would let a woman disrespect them and still give her money and still try to, play the game with her.
It's crazy.
And I'm like, yeah, you're not even a man to me at that point.
Why is a man expected to proudly give away his assets in the hopes that a woman will reciprocate?
Because it's common throughout nature for the males to give trinkets to the females in order to get what they want.
Yeah. So how can men complain about simping at the same time we're telling men they have a masculine duty to protect and provide for women?
There's a thin line. There's a thin line between being a man and simping. And when we blur that line, we're now confused about what a man is.
Why do men have a
Now, okay, let's be real. You can still simp for your girlfriend, but, okay, let's see. How can I word this? Because, like, on paper, you could say I simp for my girl. I mean, I don't know. What's different? I mean, I don't know. Because it's like, I don't know. I'm trying to see how I can word this shit, man. Like, okay. Like, me and my girl, we'll simp for each other. Like, we'll do shit because we wanted to please the other person. But that's just probably being a partner. Simping maybe you feel like it's like doing something for your partner and not feeling reciprocation. Maybe that's simping, in a relationship. I'm thinking like you doing stuff, you putting your woman first, y'all both putting 100% in a relationship, y'all doing this. Some people call that simping, but that's your other person. So like, is it really simping? I don't think so. So I'll take that back. I don't think you simp in a relationship. It's just you just love your person. Now if you're doing something like saying my girl was making me dinner and shit, I don't appreciate it. Or I'm just like, hey, why is this not being done? Why is this not clean? Why is, you know what I'm saying? Like, why am I doing this? Why am I extra? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can she just taking that shit on the chin. She just keeps cooking for me, keeps cleaning, even though I'm treating her like shit. That could kind of be like simping, but like, I mean, I don't know. That would probably be simping, I think.
Masculine duty to serve women, but women don't have a feminine duty to serve men.
I think it has a lot to do with our upbringing and the media and television. You're supposed to do everything for a woman in order to gain her love or trust.
How is that not simping if it doesn't go both ways?
It is. It is simping. It definitely is simping. It doesn't go both ways. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, if it doesn't go both ways, it's simping.
I think people need to wake up, and I think chivalry needs to die if it's not reciprocated.
Yes.
How can relationships ever be 50-50 if the man is always the one who's expected to sacrifice himself for the woman and serve her with chivalry?
That is a misleading question because the man isn't always expected to give up everything for the woman. My relationships have always been 50-50 and have been happy.
If men admit women will never be happy, why are men bound to please them?
Because that's what society tells them to do. Because now...
Are men bound to please them?
Because that's what society tells them to do. Because now, with the new age of feminism, it's all about entitlement, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. If chivalry is supposed to go both ways, why are we always shaming the men to give more and not women?
It's just that double standard.
It could come down to biology. That there are a lot of things that socially men are expected to do, carry heavy things, get the door, whatever. Women don't have that stigma yet, which is a positive that I'm not expected to do that. But, I mean, in the sense that I don't have to, and if I do, I get extra points. But I think it stems from men have always been expected to do that.
Yeah.
So if they don't, they're rude. Women have never been expected to do it. So if they don't do it, they're just another woman.
Yeah.
Why do men want to protect and provide by nature, but women don't want to cook and clean by nature?
I feel like it just depends on the woman, because where I come from, like my family, that's naturally how we are. The men protect us and we cater to our men.
Women by nature want to nurture. It's in their biology, but that doesn't necessarily mean cooking and cleaning. When we were cave people, we didn't naturally want to clean our houses or our homes or our caves. So the biological need to protect that a man has, as back then a hunter, is still in the biology.
Chit chat. On to the next. I'm done.
The biological expectation that women have as a nurturer is still in there. It's just defined differently by, once we started buying houses, somebody had to clean them.
Sure.
If chivalry did not exist, how would women define a gentleman or a real man?
I just feel like we put so many expectations on the way like our men should act.
Yeah.
I think a real man.
It took me a little way to say it, but she said it. I'm proud of her.
It's not a fair term.
Because like a traditional man, like a gentleman, they open the door, they're respectful, they're kind, they're not like very pushy on like their partners, like they're just respectful.
A man is whatever he happens to be, and if you're not being who you are, then there's no point in being in a relationship anyway. So,
is chivalry a choice or an expectation?
I think it's a choice. If you're not who she wants in the way you act, then she should find someone else.
Expectation.
It's definitely an expectation in this country.
It's expectation.
And unfortunately, if you're not up on that game, then you don't have a choice.
Does a man's behavior change after a woman finally gives him sex? And if so, how?
It does. A man becomes less interested after he does get sex. And well, I would say a man that was only interested in sex will become less interested after he gets sex.
So isn't chivalry all about getting laid? And if so, how is that not simping?
I don't believe that chivalry is all about getting laid. In this culture, I feel like that's kind of how most people are now, just because sex is something that's just given around like for free or paid for now, versus in the old days that was something that was very intimate and like very close with your partner. And I just feel like it should be back to the old days and not simping anymore.
Sure.
If men have to earn sex, are men forced to simp to get their needs met?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Can you explain that? What do you mean?
I think it depends on the woman, because some women will give it to a man that doesn't do that stuff for them, but a lot of women wouldn't give it up if the guy doesn't treat them like a woman and, you know, be a gentleman and stuff. So
what's the difference between being a chivalrous gentleman and being a simp?
A chivalrous gentleman does things for someone because they care about the person and want to be nice. A simp is
no self-respect.
Actually not a very nice term, and doesn't really have a very clear definition anyway.
Oh, it took me 11 minutes and 10 seconds to really peep that he was I kept looking at him like, the more he was talking, I was like, I'm just, okay, buddy, get out of here. Yeah.
What does it mean when people say that it's a man's world?
I believe they're referring to the patriarchy.
A man's world, as in men created everything around us. We are the workers. We're the ones that lay down the pavement. We're the ones that build the buildings.
They mean that men run everything and that it's just up to the man to make all the decisions, but it's not necessarily true. If you're a strong woman and you make your own choices and you're independent, you can do anything a man can.
Damn, my nigga, no e-brake? Whoa. You wanna slam, your shit gonna fuck up.
And you're independent, you can do anything a man can.
How is it a man's world when men are bound to serve women through chivalry while women can do what they want?
Yeah, I believe that that's a thing of now, this new age, especially with feminism and things like that, society, social media, platforms like OnlyFans, where it's normal to just being, if you're a woman, you're entitled to men's money and men's attention and never give them anything in return.
You could say that, but you can also say that women are bound to serve men. So
how so?
How?
Well, being put together, making sandwiches, cleaning the house, doing all those typical roles.
Hold on. She just said they do more than just cleaning and cooking. But that's her go-to, right? Oh, when she has to use an example, she uses the same shit. That's hilarious.
Opening
to
the
me.
door, giving up your seat, pulling out a chair, pumping her gas, ladies first. How is that not a public demonstration of men's inferior status to women?
I don't think it's an inferior status because you're not necessarily like submitting yourself to them. I think it's just a matter of putting an effort into that woman to make sure they feel good.
It's putting her first.
If we live in a patriarchy, why would men put chivalry upon themselves, placing them at a lower status to women?
It's not by choice.
It's a choice because if a man does want a woman, he would choose to do that, and if he doesn't do it, then he probably wouldn't.
But like, why does he have to do that? That's the question. It's like, why does he have to do that? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the question. She didn't answer.
It's about these origins that we're not taught and we don't understand where they came from.
That's just a manly thing to do.
Oh, I remember that video.
And to be a gentleman.
Exactly.
Who defines that? Who says that that's what the man?
My
is
dad.
To do?
I don't know.
My
dad.
My dad, but
his dad. No, him. I remember, bro. I think who was I watching? I think I was watching MTR react to him or something. He eventually got so mad at the guy, it's complicated guy. He eventually got mad at him and pushed back. It was so stupid. He's a straight up simp, and he did not like being called out. It was hilarious.
He's gone, so
I don't know. My dad.
Terrible.
My dad, but he's gone, so I don't know where it came from.
We don't understand the history of why we do these things, and we just do them because it's a cultural standard.
Yeah.
How did chivalry go from being about medieval battle etiquette to serving women through courtship?
That's a good one. That's tough. I mean,
sorry, I blacked out. My bad.
How did chivalry go from being about medieval battle etiquette to serving women through courtship?
Social media.
That's tough.
Social media.
You just got to look at the times, how the times are changing.
Yeah.
Back then, you're talking about like way back, like
60s.
Back then, I guess, the lifespan was like a lot shorter too. So, people were only living to like 30, 40, something like that. When chivalry like started, where this stuff came from, where the word comes from.
Are you aware that the original term simp came from chivalrous white knight simp?
Really? I did not know that. I didn't.
Oh,
I thought simping was like a cool new age term that kids made up.
And lastly, if we live in a patriarchy, why would men put chivalry upon themselves, placing them at a lower status to women?
I don't think that they place themselves at a lower status to women, but I don't know. If I were a man, I'd want a woman in my life, and if that's the way to get her, I'm going to do simple things like that. So.
Simple?
You got me there. You got me there.
See, the one thing about this dude, he does not push back that often. Why did he call her out, bro? You know damn well men are gonna be like on paper inferior to women to get what they want, to either be with the lady they want or to get that box. You feel me? Whatever. He's still phenomenal content creator. I want him to put some pressure on their ass sometimes, cause they be. Women do more than just cooking and cleaning, so yeah. The very next clip. She can cook, she can clean. Come on, bro. Whatever, man. Chivalry, it should be dead, but it's not going to be. I mean, shit, I was chivalrous. Is that a word? I was showing chivalry to my girlfriend on our first date. We met up at, I forgot we met up at. Anyways, we had cheesecake. We sat in a booth. So I didn't really pull a chair out, you feel me? I paid the bill. I mean, it didn't bother me, but it's not like I was still respectful, cool, talkative. Like, hey, I chat, let her chat a lot. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. It's just like you can't. I don't know. I just could never simp, bro. I don't chase nobody. So that's because before I had a couple dates before my girl. I don't chase nobody. Like even in text messages, like I won't double text. I'm straightforward. Like hey, what's up? Like, how you been? What you like to do? What's your free time? What's your schedule looking like? Yada, yada, yada. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if they don't respond, get my little on to the next one. Feel me? Like, that's how you gotta do, but not everybody does that, bro. Niggas be simps, and that OnlyFans shit really enhanced that sim shit, bro. And that really enhanced the entitlement in these females. Oh, but they're getting money from men, but they hate men. How that work? Anyways, man, I'm mad now. I'm going to take a little break. Y'all be safe. Y'all take care. Be good. Be easy. Peace. Ugh.